3, 2, 1. Ouch a lot. Ouch a lot. All right, later, man. Safe ride home. Good to meet you. Yoy. Okie dokie. All right, well, welcome to the day after the carnage, the aftermath. The Monkey Boys. The Monkey Boys haven't left yet. We were doing a video. There was the huge moto shippers truck right over here somewhere, loaded up with all kinds of stuff. It was pretty neat. And I'm figuring out how to get out. I think it was that way. Yeah, that way. Day after Cannonball 2023 has concluded. Today is Monday. I don't know what day. 26th, I think, something like that. And Neil and I are going to head out of town. We're dropping off room keys very, very late, just because we don't want them to charge us for a room key that we didn't return. We didn't leave them in the room because we needed to go up and down and all that. So, anywho, we're on the road. We're moving very slow today. It's what is it? 1:50 in the afternoon. And my neck hurts, my leg hurts, my back hurts, everything hurts. I would have hurt anyway with just the normal wear and tear of the ride, but eating it in the gravel yesterday at 25 miles an hour really didn't bode well for the rest of my physical comfort. I duct taped the you-know-what out of the fairings over here with some clear Gorilla Tape and got it pretty much back together, but all the tabs internally are broken and it's hanging and rattling, you know. That's all right. It'll make it home, and I'll do a full tear down and postmortem on the bike and fix all the stuff that's broken, you know, put together the parts list and the costs and everything. I'll let everybody know what that is. Yeah, so last night when I was looking for this hotel, I was going all around the place. I could have just gone backwards. Anywho, we're over here now. We're looking for my tire. Wherever the support truck was last night, they said they were going to unload all the crap at 7 a.m. this morning, and I was still asleep at 7 a.m. and I kind of resigned to just, I don't care. I was going to forfeit this $100 tire, but if we find it laying around over here, Neil offered to put it on his trailer, and he'll haul it for me for a little while, and then, you know, tomorrow or whatever the next day, I'll drag it out of my, or drag the strap out of my bag to tie it down. So we'll see if anything remains. If it's here, it's here. If it's not, it's not. Oh, there's a pile. There's a pile of crap. Yep. All derelict items. Hey, there's water. I might slug of water. Yep, I should be one of those. Nope, looks like somebody might have kiped my tire. I don't see it. Let's find out. Man, somebody left a wheel behind. That's a pretty serious loss. It's an expensive loss. Holy crap. I should have a 103, but none of those look like they're my size. Oh yeah, my size is right there. It's just buried. Buried. It's a 14. 14, brand new. And I don't need it because, you know, we'll compare what this looks like to what mine looks like now. Mine is maybe only 30% through the depth of the tread, so it's doing good at probably close to 6,000 miles now, 5,000 and change. That is a damn shame. Why would somebody leave an S-Max wheel behind? That looks like an S-Max wheel. I'm going to bring Neil over here, have him look at that. If somebody's just leaving this, abandoning it, he might want it. But that, yeah, that's flat. Yeah, it's Yamaha. Yeah, that's an S-Max wheel. Holy crap. Well, he could probably use that if nobody's going to take it home with him. There's no name or number on it, so good luck. But that thing flatted out. That was a perforated carcass on that. See what we got. Tiny! Tiny! How's it going, buddy?
Good to see you.
There's an S-Max rear wheel over here. I don't know if someone's just forfeiting it or what. You might be interested in that if it's just going to go to the trash. You sure? It's a whole wheel.
So is this grab pile? Everything's been left?
I guess. I mean, it's the abandoned pile. Hopefully people come grab their stuff. Somebody's got a busted windscreen that they're leaving behind, and
moto shippers. I don't know if moto shippers gone yet or not.
Yeah, they're gone. That truck is sailed. Here's the S-Max wheel right here. Full wheel, disc, the whole bit. It's perforated. You can feel thin spots, so they blew out. But yeah, it's a damn shame leaving that behind. Wheel and disc and all that, that's expensive, man. It's probably $300 worth of wheel right there.
There's an extra 360. Is that somebody's camera?
What? Oh, camera. I'll take a camera.
That rim and this tire put together, stick my fit. Go
Yeah.
on with it. Good tire.
Man, I can't believe somebody's just abandoning that. All right, have a safe ride, or safe drive. Yeah, so new tire, new, no, that's used, that's worn out. This looks new. Yeah, that's new. S-Max rear right there. That one's new-ish. That one's used. These are used. That one looks fairly new. We got all the numbers for the offenders here. Okay, anyway. The pile. I hope they're not just abandoned here and left indefinitely, because that's pretty uncool, leaving trash around the hotel. I came for mine. I'm glad it's still here. It's $100 right there for this. I can use it sometime in the future. And I'm going to skip the water because I don't want to have to go pee right away. So let me haul this over there to Neil's trailer, and we're done. Getting on the road. Yeah. Well, we got some rebuild construction action going on over here. Lots of tools out. Vespas seem to be a little bit maintenance hungry, but then who am I to talk? My PCX shredded a variator, 2 belts, almost a third, and a whole torque drive assembly. So yeah. But again, I think that torque drive was bad from day one. I think that thing has always been defective because I've always had trouble with this bike shuddering real bad on takeoff. It's always done that. So anyway, I'm going to shut this down, figure out where we're going, when we're leaving, and it's hot. God, it's hot. Three, two, one. Okay. Tire has been collected. Neil is carrying it, and we're gonna hit the road. We're gonna stop and get some fuel, maybe at Circle K down the street, but I got, you know, half a tank plus 3/4 gallon or so in here, and we can just kind of make some miles and stop for fuel along the way, get a leg stretcher, and keep on going. Whoop, gotta go. Thank you, everybody. I didn't check my tire pressures before I started, but I think I'm good. Today is good. Actually, it might be a little overinflated today because we're down lower altitude, lower elevation. Usually as you go up in elevation, you got to adjust your tire pressures to compensate, adding a bit to them. Down at sea level, you get a little more. I'll probably check them in a bit. If they're above my comfort level, I'll drop them down a couple pounds, but they'll be good. We're not going to be doing any hard fast twisties or anything. This is all flat ground out here, and just going to be kind of slow boating it back to our neck of the woods. Neil found a campsite a couple 100 miles away, a state park, and we're going to try to make that tonight before nightfall and camp up there tonight and just do kind of a slow ride tomorrow, see how many miles we make. Break it up over a couple days, you know, maybe tomorrow, if I can get more than halfway home, I might crush out the rest of it the following day, but it'll be, you know, 2.5 days back. I don't think I feel up to crushing out 700, 800 miles in one shot. I might, we'll find out. Anyway, we're on the road. It's late for us, really late. I mean, it's like afternoon, late, 2:08 late. I'm brain fried. I'm not de-stressed. I'm not, you know, out of stress. I got some work stuff that's piled up and waiting on me right now that I can't attend to. Unfortunately, it's a couple problems that are out of my control. And I sat on the phone with GoDaddy tech support trying to resolve a certificate issue, an SSL cert, that expired out prematurely, even though we've got credit on it, like 2.5 years of credit remaining. I'm not sure what the story is, but I had to rekey the silly thing, and then their system has got a bug right now, which is probably what started all this mess. The certificate is stuck in the pending validation phase, even though we own the domain. We've done the domain control validations, everything else. Their system is not issuing and generating the new certificate. So unfortunately, my client back in Houston is sitting in their milk. They've got a whole ton of users on an Exchange server, on-premise Exchange server, that can't access their email remotely. They can access it internally on the internal network, but the majority of their workforce is external via mobile devices, and everybody can't see their email right now. So not good. Like 600 people, not good. That sucks. And of course, I'm the bad guy. Oh well. So I'm the bad guy. I'll check again. I ended up on hold for like 2 hours. And I'll check again when we get somewhere stationary and see if I can access it through my phone. I don't want to unpack my laptop again. It's at the bottom of the stack in my top box. It's a pain to get out of there, so I'll try to see what I can do remotely through AnyDesk or some of my other remote control tools and reissue and load the cert.
The odometer says 49,000 miles.
49,000? His odometer is freaking out. It says over 49,000 miles. It should be 30,000. That's weird. Wonder what's up with that.
I'm going 30,000 last night.
Maybe your bike did a tour of the U.S. a couple times when you were sleeping. Got some computer problems on that bike apparently. I didn't think odometers could do that. They're supposed to be a very tightly controlled item, man. Where we're going, where he wants to exit. Anyway, I can't think of anything else to say. My brain is scrambled. My post-mortem and ride summary is still kind of brewing in my brain right now. I've got to let all the jumbled details from the last 8 frantic days on the road kind of gel in my mind, so I have coherent thoughts. With all the sleep deprivation and crazy miles and sun-baked brain, everything really gets scrambled up. It's, you know, Cannonball Brain is a real phenomenon. Before I had done a Cannonball last time, watching GoPam's videos, she talks about Cannonball Brain, and I don't know if she coined that term or if everybody else kind of did collectively, but yeah, it's a real condition that you have all this stuff, all the stress, all the lead up, the prep, the logistics, the ride itself, everything all goes on, and then you're bashing that out day after day after day after day with very little sleep, and you have problems with the long-term memory stuff because you're not getting enough sleep. It doesn't get converted from short-term to long-term properly, and all the details start getting jumbled up. And I really experienced that firsthand last time, and you know, I thought maybe I would be able to tame it or control it a little better this time around. Nope. No. There's no control in it. You're subject to the forces of nature and Cannonball, let me tell you. And you know, I was editing the video from the 21 Cannonball, and I don't remember large chunks of that. I mean, it was me, because I'm the one talking behind the camera, but I have no conscious recollection of those events at all. So it was like watching it as a third person. Like, wow, that's cool, I was there, I don't remember. So I'm sure this year is going to be much of the same. Anyway, we're going to roll. I'm going to leave the 360 running. And if anything happens interesting, I will include it in this wrap-up ride-out day footage. Otherwise, I'm just going to let my brain veg out a bit and focus on traffic and the roads, because I don't know this area, and the drivers are a bit on the aggressive side here. So coming out of the Savannah National Forest or Preserve or whatever this is here, got the thumpy driving in pylons. So some kind of a diesel driven, I can't tell what that is. It's smoking and steaming, presuming it's petroleum powered something, but it's a big pile driving hammer there. Interesting. Kapow. Listening to this thing pile driving all day. Driving these pylons down to bedrock, I guess. Sit here and wait. Sit here and wait. Wow. Long, slow ride home. Long, slow ride home. I did the same thing back in 21 on the Cannonball. We really didn't take a rest day afterwards to decompress. We just headed right out of Eureka south toward where did we go? First we went to Akaya. That was it. Akaya, to visit Kaufman's exhaust, and then from there we went down to Cupertino. So we didn't really take much of a rest day. We just hit the road running. Eventually I'm going to need to stop for fuel, but I'm still okay for a little bit. Yeah, I need to decompress. I'm tired. I'm functional but tired. I need to get some quantitative sleep and reflect on the events. I probably won't even get into trying to categorize video or data or any of that stuff for the trip. I haven't done all my offloading that I had planned to do. I ended up just keeping a lot of it on my spare SD cards, and I didn't run out of capacity, so that's good. I was down to my last two 512 gig SD cards. One of them is in this camera right now. So on the way home, if I use all of that footage, then I definitely have to offload at least one card and cycle through. So anyway, I got a bunch of dash cam footage. I hope I didn't lose too much dash cam footage. I may have, because I didn't rotate out my card or offload the video one day, and I think I may have been overwriting, because this holds just about 2 full long ride days worth of video, like I don't know, somewhere 24 to 30 hours worth, something like that. It's kind of hard to gauge what it is, because it doesn't give you hours and minutes of recording time left. It just, you know, gives you approximate percentages of how full it is. And I forgot to offload one day, and I think I may have lost some footage, but we'll find out. It was mainly just B-roll, but it might have caught some interesting stuff that we can use for Cannonball documentation. I wish that I had thought about it, you know, had the foresight to put on my remote mic last night during the live stream at the finish line. That might have helped with all the audio problems. I know that it was super loud out there, and the phone speaker is just, or phone microphone rather, is just not really good at, ooh man, this is going to be dicey. The phone microphone doesn't really pick up a lot of local voice when there's a lot of surrounding scatter. So if I had had my Rode Go-To microphone hooked up to the phone, and then I would have had a remote mic that I could just kind of pass over to the people while I was interviewing them, that would have helped. But yeah, you know, I'm not a pro videographer. I'm learning the tricks of the trade as I go, but it's tough to manage all this and ride and, you know, keep your wits about you and not crash. I almost succeeded in it, not quite. Gravel is a different challenge on a little scooter. Okay, we stopped for a little break here. It's hot. It's really hot, and we're sweating and we're tired. And the slow droning on the highways is getting to us. We're both getting sleepy. So Neil pointed over here at the McDonald's. We're going to get us something to chew on and maybe a little caffeine to help our day. So, road food. Better than gas station food. Not a lot better, but better. And I didn't eat breakfast today, not much. Whoops. So, here we are. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep.
Architecture on that building over there? Brick stacked around the windows and all that?
Uh-huh. Green. You go. He's telling me something about architecture, and we're blocking the intersection. All right. We snacked over there at McNasty's for a few minutes. Soaked up some of the air conditioning because it's just balls hot out here, man. It's horrible. It's like mid-90s with a very high humidity, and it's, yeah, hot. Anywho, we're quitting early today, we think. We're going to get about another 100 miles down the road, but we're not going to moto camp. Neil said he's beat, and so am I. My leg is hurting me pretty good today. It didn't really swell up much more, but it's hurting a lot, and my knee is giving me some hell. Hey! Hurts to be in this position right now. So anyway, we're going to hit a hotel room probably another hour and a half down the road. He's got an area picked out. I don't think we know what hotel it's going to be, but we'll split a room tonight and soak up some more AC, get a good night's sleep, hit the road real early in the morning. Ace Hardware, yeah. Eventually I need to stop at an Ace Hardware and get me a 19mm socket. So if I have another shredded belt, I have a way to replace it, take it off. What are we doing? Is he going to stop here? He wants to go to that Ace. Okay. If they've got a 19, we'll do it. Here we go. Yeehaw! Slinging around. When you crank this thing and lean it, it can turn on a dime. Yep, he's going to check and see if they got a 19mm socket, because I need one. I need a 22 as well. I've got the SAE equivalent in there. I don't remember what it was.
What do you need?
A 19.
3/8 drive?
Yeah, 3/8 drive, 19.
Do it.
Yeah, we'll go in and look. Ow. Everything hurts today. Everything usually hurts after Cannonball, but it really hurts after and off. Ouch. Ace Hardware in the middle of little town America. Is he looking for us? Oh, cool. Yeah, a 19 and a 22 if you have it. No, I have an SAE equivalent. It fits on there, but it's just a tiny bit loose. I'd rather have the proper, yeah.
Got a 19, but I do not have a 20, sir.
22? No 22?
No, sir.
Okay.
19's gonna be the biggest thing I got.
Okay.
There's a 22 short.
Yeah, 22 short will work. And this doesn't need to be a deep well. This could be a shorty if you got a shorter 19.
18's the biggest shorty I got.
Okay. All right. Well, these two will work. They're not like $700 each, are they?
No.
Whoops. Sorry. All right. You sure? Okay. Yep, just two of these. That one looks like it's been here for about 20 years. I'm going to take it off your hands. It's a little faded.
Yeah. Aquí espérate, ahorita que está ahí.
Okay. $10. 11. There you go.
$11.43. It's a whole lot better than sitting on pavement for hours trying to figure out how to get the things off. Yes, it's okay.
You want a bag?
No, thank you. I won't need it.
Can we get a satchel?
A what?
Satchel. You know, leather satchel.
Yeah,
Canvas
yeah.
bag.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
You have a good one.
Done, man.
Yeah,
You ain't gotta ask that question.
yeah. Now I know I can change it. Damn, it's hot out here. Walk out, it's like getting a wet towel slapped in your face. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get her done. Okay.
Oh, you got it? Cool.
Oh, I think I have it. Oh, I think I have it. I think I have it. What's getting stuck? Ah, this is getting stuck. Smashing my glove in the side. Doink. All right. Let's get this tired, busted ass, decrepit show on the road. Oh, oh God, that hurts a lot. Yep. Okay. Repairing my file. Yeah. Never did find my door for this thing. It must have fallen off when it was being towed on the car. My fault. I didn't have it locked down. The little Ulanzi charging door, side door for these GoPro MAXes is not very good. I like the idea of it, and it fits decently well when you've got it locked down, but the problem with it is the upper hinge, the upper hinge where the pivot is doesn't stay on the camera. As soon as you open it, if you lift it up just a little bit, the thing falls off. So it doesn't have a tight enough circle to grab the little bar in there, the pivot bar. So good idea, bad execution. So now I got my tools. That'll just be part of the road kit that stays on this bike instead of going back to the toolbox. That's my issue. Is I normally for my road kit for most bikes I have dedicated tools that just kind of stay with the bike. But for this one I haven't had a full road kit. I've had my flat kit, and it has basic items in it, but nothing to actually service the variator or the belt or anything like that. I usually do have a 17mm socket to do an oil change if I need it, but I haven't even been carrying a ratchet with the bike. You know, just around town you don't need that usually. Close enough to home, you can just take it home and do it there. But when you're out on these long road trips like this, you know, multi-thousands of miles, you need to take all your stuff with you. You know, service intervals on Neil's S-Max up there are 2,000 miles or 1,800. It's something silly, short, you know, a very short interval in my opinion. I don't know about the valve maintenance or valve checks. I think he said that's also 2,000 miles. So that's crazy. You got to change your oil and check your valves every 2K. Granted, it's easier to get to on that one than it is on this, but yikes. The service intervals on the Honda are 4,000 and 4,000. So oil changes, valve checks, roughly the same. I never let the oil go that long. I'm usually 2,000 to 2,500, somewhere in that ballpark. And then the valves I have been letting go quite a while, because every time I've gone to all the trouble of pulling the plastic off of this thing, which I will show you a video on doing at least most of that task. I'll try to link it here, or here, whichever way the camera goes. It's a pain. You got to pull all the rear plastics off of this bike. You got to pull, you know, I've got a top box on here, so the box, the plate, the mounting plate for that's got to come off, then the grab rail, then the side plastics have to be loosened up a little bit, and then you can get the trunk tray out. You got to do all that just to get down there to the valve head, or the valve cover, to check it. So yeah, suboptimal. And every time I've checked these valves, they've been right on spec. I mean, maybe just they'll walk around a tiny bit. I'll have to look at my notes that I recorded when I did my valve maintenance this last time, right before the trip. And I want to say I was just maybe a 1/10 of a millimeter or something tight on the exhaust side, and the intake side was just a touch loose. So they were very close, and you know, that's within tolerances for maybe even when I had adjusted them the last time at around 6,000 miles. I think was the last check that I did. Might have been no, it's 4,500. I remember it was 4,500, and it was dead on when I checked it back then. So I cracked the nut on the exhaust one before I checked it like an idiot, and then I just had to reset the lock nut on it. So anyway, it's been dead on every time I've checked it. It was only after the first valve check that, you know, had to be adjusted a tiny bit. That was it. After that, you know, it's been wearing very well. I haven't had any tolerance issues, no oil consumption, no oil leaking, nothing. This motor is just tight as a drum. I haven't checked the other one, the 2016 that I sold to Adrian. He might bring that over one of these days, and we'll do the valve check on it. I did all the maintenance on that one. I didn't have the dealer check that one because I bought it used with like 140 miles on it. So it didn't have a factory warranty or anything that I was trying to maintain, because it was already over, you know, 2 years old, I think, when I got it. And I did the maintenance on it, and at first check, the exhaust was tight, considerably tight. It was not in spec, and the intake was dead on. And then I checked it again at about 2,500 miles just to see how it was doing, and the exhaust was dead on where I had set it, and the intake was a tiny bit tight. And then it hasn't been checked again since that point. So anyway, pretty reliable little motors. You don't have to do lots and lots of maintenance on them. These tappet style adjusters, they can get a little bit of wiggle and tolerance in them, but it's nothing like the older air-cooled scooter engines. These water-cooled ones have got pretty good tolerances, and they tend to keep them as long as you change your oil and maintain the engine right. Sold. All right, we just stopped here at the Best Western, kind of not quite out of Georgia yet, I don't think. We're tired, and we're staring straight into the sun on the way out here going west, and it's sucking a lot. We're both tired. Our butts are worn out after long days on the saddle, and 2 weeks now straight. We're tired. We're gonna call it quits here, I think, as long as they've got a room in there. And he just sold the deal. He said, I'll buy the room, you buy dinner. So all right, we'll find somewhere to eat around here. And I ran out of gas just like 2 or 3 miles back there. I had no idea what was coming up, but the scoot was starting to go Crap. I'm running out of gas. And I didn't want a chance getting stuck on that 2-lane out there, so I found a little pull-in, filled it up, did a quick pit stop and hit the road. And by the time I got rolling again, Neil had turned around and we passed each other. He was coming back to check on me, but if I'd just made it like 2 more miles further, I could have pulled into a gas station. But anyway, there's a shit ton of gnats out here. I'm shutting this down. I'm going to go inside, take this helmet off, and it's dinner time. Alright, resuming the evening. We've unloaded our crap off the bikes, most of it. Neil hasn't taken up his tote yet off the trailer, but I unloaded mine. And I was ready to go, sans helmet, jacket, everything, because it's so flippin' hot out here. But Georgia has a helmet law, so now I put my brain bucket back on. We only have to go like 2 blocks down here, but yeah, it'll be just my luck. I'll get nailed and have a several $100 ticket to contend with, because I can't decide for myself what's best for my brain. I'm not advocating no gear, but this is a pretty calculated, reasonable risk here. Check out that sunset. If we could see it behind all the buildings. Oh my lord, it's humid in this place. I don't even know where we are. I'm not sure which city this is. Hey, my gloves to fly away. I'm not wearing those either, but they were in my helmet, so they're coming with. Ah, there's the sunset. I gotta sit on these. So we were told that there's a steakhouse right here. Yep, that's where he's turning. Okay, steaks and beer, ladies and germs. I'm hungry and tired and ready to not be riding anymore. Ooh. Yeah, this is the one. What kind of steakhouse? Something 16 East? Okay, 16 East. 16 East it is. And I'm turning around, so the bike is not going to fall over. Yeah, it's off camera. That's why I'm parking uphill. Yibba. Dabba do. Okay then. Dinner time. Hey, get. Oh. Nothing's working. My legs aren't working. My feet aren't working. And this knee sure as hell ain't working. Ouch. Okay. I'm going to nurse my wounds and self-medicate. And then figure out if I have to push my bike half a mile back to the hotel. Okay, dinner is done. This is a great place. If you guys are ever in this area, and I don't know the city, but I'll put the name and location up here. Stop by. That's a great place. I had the 10-ounce sirloin medium with the sauteed mushrooms and garlic mashed potatoes. And let me tell you, there wasn't a single thing on that plate that was disappointing. That was very, very tasty. The steak was seasoned very well. I'm not sure what marinade they're using, but you can tell that it was marinated for quite a while. It was very soft, very, very good meat. Didn't even need steak sauce or anything. Just eat it as seasoned, as served. Very good stuff. Highly recommended. I didn't get as much self-medication as I wanted, but gotta pick my battles here because I do have to ride home, ride to the hotel. So I am here, and I'm gonna sign off for tonight. I'm gonna give up. I'm done. Bumps. Best Western is home for tonight. I am going to lay down. I'm going to stretch out this leg and stop bending my knee because it hurts like crazy. I did not get any more ibuprofen, but I'm going to check my travel pack. I think in my toiletries bag, I've got some emergency painkillers in the way of Liquicaps, ibuprofen. So anyway, I bid you all farewell. Thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you on next installment riding home tomorrow.